You know, just always in the Discord when you guys are making trades. If you have any losses or something happened, I like to read it. I'm gonna go back and make more videos on everything that goes out there. I want to show you guys. I mean, I don't know where the mistakes are, so finding them is always great. So let me see what we have here. So earlier I had where we called out a Matic long, right? And when we call out Matic long, when we call it out, it's because, you know, we see that these things have already hit and they're happening, right? You need to use the indicators to get yourself set up. So Boogie here, Boogie had it where he actually said, nothing is 100% going to happen. I lost the Matic trade also, but it seems the market is heading down, right? Now we had called out a Matic long right before that, and Boogie jumped in and got excited. And as we go through here, we want to know why he lost that trade, because we were still in that trade. So Boogie came back, said I was at a 50x 30% stop loss, okay? And I was like, well, what was your entry? Because when we called it out that Matic was running, as we go up here, we have a couple call outs here that we had a couple shorts. So we had a short on Gala, a short on XRP, and then we had a long on Matic, right? And that's kind of what we had at that time. We were calling up, you know, what was happening there. So when we call it out there, that is to just kind of like let you guys know to take a look there, right? Because most of the time the moon's already hitting. You need to get to your indicators and see what's going on out there, right? So we have here Matic Moon trend, positive volume, 30x on the 15-minute. Okay, so this is where we started calling it out. Now I'm always, oh, here you go, Gala short, Matic's pumping along at 9:04 p.m. Now 9:04 p.m. let's go take a look at the chart now. Now what I want you guys to always remember is I'm always looking at the 30-minute, right? And I tell you guys 100 times, trade with the 30-minute RSI, right? You want to trade. So that was at 9:04. So on my time frame, that would put me at 9:04. What would that be? That would be off this area here. So yeah, so right here would be 9. So right in this area here is what we were talking about, 9:04. So this is 9 o'clock right here. All right, so this is 9 o'clock in this area right here. And you can see right here when we called this out, we were talking about Matic was pumping, right? Because we have a green moon, right? A green trend. That is where we should have been in, right? Green moon, positive volume, RSI on the 30-minute crossed over right here. It's moving up and we get a green trend. This is the entry right here. We should have been in the entry at $1.13, right here. Now, as we go over, we asked him, what was your entry? And his entry was high, right? And I wanted to understand where he got in. Stop loss at 25%. You're still in trade. Okay, hold on. Okay, so blah, blah, blah. Let me go through all that. Here. So here's where he missed. The trade kind of went bad on him. So we just wanted to make a video for him. So his entry here, when we actually went back, we took a look here. The entry for him was Let me see if I can find it here. I was fixing pop stuff right there. All right, let's go down. Where you at, Boogie? Where you at, Boogie? Okay. Oh, here we go. So he was 50x, stop loss 30%. Okay, what was your entry? His entry was $1.14.2, 114.2. So let's go back, take a look at the chart real quick, and we can see right here that the only time that that really hit was on this green area here, which would have been right after we called, which would have been this area here, 114.2. So this was his entry. And what you guys have to look at is when you hit this entry on the 30-minute time frame, right, even if it was here, even if he got in early, look at the RSI is already oversold, right? That's got to come down, right? Second one is if he got in here on this candle coming down, once again, the RSI is still coming down. So this is an easy fix, right? So you never want to enter a trade if you look at the 30-minute RSI and it's overbought. Now what I mean by if you want to get a run, right? See how the RSI, this is the 80 line, this peripheral line right here that comes across, that's the 80 line. If your RSI was just above that line and it had its way to go up to the 100, then you can enter a trade on that level, which would be right in this zone here, and that would get you that movement you wanted. But it's not the greatest trade. You'd always want to just let it, you know, reset. Where you want to see is at the below the 60 line. You see these lines on the side? Here's a 60 line right here, right? So when you're actually putting in this line here, this is the 60 line, right? And you guys should always, I put 60 and 30 lines all the time when you go through my videos. That's my 60. Green moon, green trend, RSI below the 60 right here, right? It's the 70 and the 60 that I like to be in between. These are the two lines that I like to be in between. As long as it's in that zone, right? Below the 80, right? Below the 80 and I have room to go, then I'm entering, right? So right here, green moon, green trend, right here's your entry, right? Your stop loss would be the bottom of this candle here. And then you would push up until you had your percentages and you're still in this trade. Now, look at the difference by waiting for the RSI. He entered here and the RSI was coming down, or he entered here and the RSI was oversold. Either way, by waiting for it to pull back, the entry is right here. The entry price is actually 113.79. So I hope that helps, guys. This is where you should be entering, and that's what we're looking to run right here. And then to see how far that's going to go, we go to the 1 hour, because the entry for us really comes down to this green moon, right? This green moon. It's looking good. It looks like it's going to break through this green moon here. It looks like it's going to break the 200 moving average, and we need that green moon. A lot of times when you have this scenario where you're coming up to that reset, right? Green moon, green trend, red moon, back to green moon. A lot of times you want to see this flash before you enter, right? This is just another safety where you can turn around and say, you know what? I'm going to wait for this to flash, and when it flashes, then I'm going to enter, because then I know I'm going to be breaking through here. But this entry actually should have been way in this zone over here, the 13 level over here, like 13 cents. Then right now you would be still sitting in a good position, and you'd be waiting to see this either reject and you would get out of your trade, or you'd be sitting here watching it turn to a green moon and you'd be happy. But either way, it looks like we're going to go sideways here and try to break through here, and that's what we're looking to do on this. Now this could get rejected, come down sideways, and then eventually push back up. Those are the two trades. But the most important thing here is getting in the right position, which would have been on the 30-minute, and he should have waited. See, Boogie, you just came in too early. You came in on this RSI right here, and it was on its way down, and it hasn't bounced yet. That's the only thing you need to update, man. Fix that, and that's about it, man. Always trade